Hey guys, today we're gonna talk about how to draw hair. My first intention was to record a video on how to draw feet and hands, but I'm also working on an animation that is taking me a lot of time, so I thought it'd be nice to submit this tutorial instead. To draw hair, the first thing we're gonna need is a couple heads as models, right? Else there is nowhere to grow hair. So let's finish drawing those heads. So is the eyes and finally the mouth. Okay, good. So when we are done with her, never forget about the basic thing to draw hair, that's scalp. It will guide you and tell you where hair starts and ends. There are many different shapes of scalp, like in these dumb, badly drawn doodles. So you can play with that when you are, I don't know, creating a character. You can decide if he's bald, if he has a lot of hair. Okay. To draw hair, we will keep in mind 3 different factors. The first one, the scalp, because it's the origin of the hair. It's very important. The second one is the weight, and it's very important because sometimes we forget that hair has some weight, and texture. Okay, so let's start with a simple straight hair. See, gravity takes part in this. It's important. Avoid drawing very straight lines, though the curvy lines are more natural. And remember that hair is divided by locks, so that will make it easier to draw, because you can't really draw hair by hair unless you want to spend your whole life, right? Okay, let's get now to some curly hair. Curls add volume, and each lock will be a curl. See? These are thick locks. You don't really have to draw them all, though. You can define the curls and around the surface and the edges, and add some curvy lines to define and to give some effect of curly hair. See, lots of volume. There are a lot of hair textures and they are so much fun to draw. They can be like thick curls, wavy hair, thin curls like this one here, or well, even frizzy hair can be fun to draw and a very good way to characterize a character. Okay, so now let's talk about directions. When you part your hair, you define its direction and it will become the main source of hair. So you will have to work from this part and it will be easier for you. Okay, now let's place a spot in the other side of the head so we can see how direction changes with its spiky, crazy hair. Since it's in the left side, it's been affected and hair goes in some other direction. This crazy hair though, see this up there. Okay, now for example, when you are wearing when you have a fringe or bangs, the spot is in the top of your hair, so it makes hair behave this way. And you can also play with the way the hair was cut. See, like so flat and really good. Now short hair. Short hair tends to be spiky and it's very close to the scalp because, you know, it's short. And I think I'll win Captain Obvious awards today, but things have to be said. It's quite crazy here, but it's fun to draw. And well, of course, we have also used roundy haircuts like bobs and these behave in a special and funny way, because sometimes hair don't really go in the direction they are meant to. They kind of get tangled. Like some go to the left and some just, I don't know, because of the layers of hair. And there's also when we tie up our hair, and it can go from ponytails to braids or super classy buns. And you can also decide if you want to add some fringe or bangs to it, and how messy it will be by adding some hair that's out of control. Crazy hair. Okay, and now the final factor, that is wind. Because wind is the external factor that mixes it all, and this is why we're going to dedicate the final drawing to, and this, windy hair. So here comes the music. Okay, so this is pretty much it, I guess, with some trees and windy day. I'd like to color it, but this will be part of the next tutorial on how to color hair, because it's important to know how to draw it, but you also gotta know how to color it, right? Anyway, thank you so much for being such a cutie to this. If you're not a follower and you wanna see more videos, just subscribe, and see you next time. Goodbye.